Star Wars Episode 9 is just under 11 months away from its release by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of people out there are really looking forward to seeing in this movie has all to do with Rey's identity and, of course, her lineage and how J.J. Abrams changed it in this overall story in comparison to how it was presented in the past two movies, The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with Rey and Rey's father / Rey's parents. Specifically, Daisy Ridley is set to shoot a sequence next week for what is being described as one of the major revelations of her lineage and who her parents really are. It's said that this scene is being done as part of some of the script rewrites by JJ and some of the adjustments to the story. The sequence is described to cater to Rey's father and that the character will be quite significant of a reveal in Episode 9 as far as how the character will explain who she is and where she comes from. The set design is described as a large set with many green screens and tall statues with tiki-like torches surrounding Rey. It's said that this is a personal mission for the character to find out who her father really is, and even her mother. It's said that it's in the third act of the film. Rey's father will be a main focus and who he is also connected to. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about this that are really piquing my interest when it comes to the story by JJ. Now, yes, we do know that there were quite a bit of script rewrites and adjustments in the third act of the movie these past 2 months or so, give or take. This usually happens sometimes with a Star Wars movie or any kind of major blockbuster, out there that's being developed by, let's say, for example, Disney, right? Script adjustments, script rewrites, they do happen during, principal photography. It does happen. But in this scenario, does it actually give us a hint that there's maybe a little bit of uncertainty within the story by JJ and Chris and what they're doing with the story? Not necessarily per se. I mean, I guess you could make that assumption. But it could also mean that JJ is just trying to get the story right as much as possible. So as far as Rey's father being a main focus in the third act of the film definitely does line directly up with the concept art and storyboard descriptions that we've been hearing about for the past 6 months, give or take, about Rey's father. Now, this iconic figure would actually be connected to the character of Rey in some way, shape, or form to deliver a certain truth and who she really is and even where he comes from. So I think that this falls directly in line with how her parents may not be the actual important piece of Rey's lineage. They will actually play an important role in, a little piece of the actual picture, but it could very well be that Rey's father will reveal who she really is, her true lineage, where she really comes from, and who he is also connected to. This could very well be the reveal of Rey being connected to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Maybe her father is the son of Obi-Wan for all we know. Or, let's say, for example, if they wanted to connect him to another iconic legacy character. There's tons of possibilities of what JJ and crew can really do here. But what really does get me very excited is how the third act of the movie was specifically actually adjusted to cater to Rey's father and Rey's parents, also Rey's mother specifically. Now, this is where I believe Mara comes into play. I have a gut feeling that Keri Russell is going to play Rey's mother in this film. When I took a first glance at Keri Russell when she was actually cast for Episode 9, I immediately thought to myself, wow, they got the same facial structure, same bone structure, almost the same hairline as Daisy Ridley. I mean, she looks similar to that of Daisy Ridley. You can see, of course, some differences, yes, but there are a lot of similarities there. And usually when there are a lot of similarities, they cast them for a specific reason. So I think that it's very possible that she could be both. She could be a Knight of Ren, and at the very same time, she could be Rey's mother for all we know. Maybe this is her way of getting in the First Order as a way, as a bridge in order to search for her daughter over years and years. Without success, eventually leading to success at the very end of the film. So as far as Rey's father goes, You know, Daisy Ridley has expressed this numerous times that she doesn't believe her parents are all that important, and she even said that she learned who her parents really are since the beginning in The Force Awakens. She knows. Isn't that crazy? Daisy Ridley knows who Rey's parents really are, so it's kind of interesting to know that even one of the actresses out there, know the actual character's parents. So as far as Rey's father being a main focus in the third act of the film, and how it will mainly focus on Rey's father, and how that character is going to deliver a certain truth to Rey about her lineage and who she's really connected to even before himself, tells us that maybe her grandfather or her grandparents are going to be the bigger picture here by the very end of this film. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to moon, we hear them moans again.